Hi, my name is Brinsley Jacobson, and today we're going to be talking about the effects of dehydration on the human body. So dehydration is going to be the loss of water that is greater than what we are taking in comparison to hypohydration, which is the state in which somebody is in a water deficit. When it comes to dehydration, your symptoms are going to be unpleasant. And we'll go through and look at some, but not all, body systems and how they're going to be affecting our symptoms and the human body through dehydration. Here are some, but not all, of the body systems that we are going to look at when it comes to how dehydration is affecting our body. So when it comes to the nervous system, we're going to think primarily brain. So our symptoms are going to be dizziness, fatigue, cognitive function, and as you see below, in even some studies, we're going to see reduced blood flow to the brain, as well as brain shrinkage, and even for prolonged states of dehydration, we may see adverse functions on cognitive functioning and spatiovisual functions. Within our digestive system, we're going to be attempting to conserve as much water as possible, which in some studies have led to nausea, increased rectal temperatures, and an increased vasopressin concentration, which we'd actually seen in the last slide as well. This is to do the endocrine system, which we will get to shortly, but it just shows the interconnectedness of how dehydration affects the body. Within our cardiovascular system, we're going to actually have impaired vascular function. So this is going to be impactful in regulating blood pressure. And in some states of hypohydration that are prolonged, we're actually going to see damage to our epithelial cells. In the image on your right side here, you can see some of the blood vessel function is going to be impacted by dehydration. For the endocrine system, we are going to be circling back to talking about vasopressin, which is going to be a hormone that's released by our endocrine system and attempts to conserve water. It affects almost all of our body systems, as we've seen in these previous slides, in addition to other hormones that are going to try and regulate things like potassium and sodium, which we'll see in our next slide, is going to impact our electrolyte imbalances, which will cause things in our muscular system such as cramping, because muscles cannot properly contract or relax. So human body systems and dehydration are going to be super interconnected, as we've seen in these slides, that one issue with one system can lead to an issue within another system. So these are just some, but not all, the ways that dehydration is going to affect the body. There are going to be certain people that are more susceptible to dehydration, including infants and babies, or elderly people, or people who exercise very frequently. I hope that you learned something from this presentation, and stay hydrated.